Hey there, I'm Angela. Welcome back. I'm on my way out to the compost bin to dump a load of compost. I thought we'd take a look around the garden. It's been quiet in the garden. We are well into winter now. It's 30 degrees Fahrenheit here, -1 Celsius. So there's not too much going on in the garden right now. I don't even really have anything in the greenhouse just because there's no heat run out to it yet. So it's kind of still there, but needs a little bit more work to really put it into use. And I will show you what we have been up to. Hang on. So this is how my compost is looking these days. I've kind of got it broken down into this bin here is for kitchen scraps, any kind of plant waste. This one is all coffee grounds, although you can see like the leaves have fallen in there, but I tend to just keep coffee grounds in there. And then I've got a brand new pile of fresh leaves there. Because we have a lot of trees at our place, we get a lot of leaves, and I'll show you what we've been doing with those. I am a huge proponent of using shredded leaves to top dress beds and also for use in the compost. So that's what I've been up to. And there's so many leaves here. I've already kind of gathered up the leaves from this little fenced in garden area twice, and you can see they're still on the ground. They just keep coming. Although the way that the trees are now, we are almost done with falling leaves. Either way, I'm pretty much done shredding. You can see there's a big bunch of them right out there. So I'll get those up. I'll get those shredded and into my garden. But that's it. I'm done with leaves. So I shred them with my handheld leaf shredder. I'll put a link to a video where I kind of went over how I do that. And then I just top dress my beds with them. And this first bed here, even though you can see a difference between the leaves in bed number 2 and bed number 1. Even though these leaves did run through the shredder, they need to go for another round because they're still a little bit too large to use as a top dressing, at least in my experience. Same with this bed here. I'll put those through the shredder one more time and then just dump them right back into the bed. Whereas those have gone through a couple of times, they're a little bit smaller, so I'm pretty satisfied with that bed. Similar, like these leaves will go for another shredding, whereas these are really good, shredded up fine. I have noticed over the years that I've been adding shredded leaves to my compost and to my veggie beds, that the soil and the quality of the plants that I grow there has dramatically improved. So I'm a huge proponent of using shredded leaves in the veggie garden. There's so many still. So many. We have several big giant oak trees, so like most of these leaves here are oak leaves, but there's other kinds of trees too. And whatever I don't end up using in the beds, hubby will just run over with the mower just so that they're not matted on the grass over the winter. I did want to also point out the differences in some of the kinds of leaves and ones that I found best for shredding and others not so good. So if you're interested in shredding leaves, giving that a try, this might be helpful for you. So we have a few of these catalpa trees. I know you can't really tell, this doesn't mean very much without the leaves on it, but they have these giant leaves. So they're much bigger, like 4 times the size of a standard oak leaf. They're pretty big. So I found, at least from my personal experience, that presents a problem for leaf shredding for a couple of reasons. One, during the fall when we're shredding leaves, and it tends to, at least in our area, be kind of a rainy season, wet. These leaves are thick. They're not just large and like square inches or whatever, but they're also thick. So they take a long time to dry out. They stay wet longer. And also because they're so large, I usually have to run them through the shredder several times before they get to a small enough size. So they're not really the greatest. I mean, if that's all that you have, of course, there's still leaves and it's still going to benefit your garden. But with having so many oak trees and other types of leaves, I tend to kind of stay away from these for those reasons. So that's all that I have. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And until next time, this is Angela signing off with a friendly reminder to get out there and play in the dirt, or at least get out there and enjoy some winter weather.